Time in YouTube, and welcome back to another Pokemon TCG battle on the channel. Today I am bringing my good friend Jill. Now I don't have a Twitter link or anything like that for you guys. She's not on too much of the social media just yet, but I guarantee you this will be a nice fun match. Now again, I don't know if she's got the most competitive decks, so please don't judge her on that, but she's definitely a good player. She's learning. She'll be an upcoming for sure. And without any further ado, let's get straight into this battle. We're sending the invite. And remember guys, we are playing the Mega Altaria deck today. No alterations to it. Here we go, game number 1. She is playing Fairy. So she is that good old Lugia coin. She's getting this coin toss. And she is going to call heads and we win, which is great because I'm going to play first, giving us the advantage here. So it's Fairy on Fairy. And I have no starting lineup. So she gets an additional card here, which is not good for us. Not good for us at all. We are going to return our hand, because I do not need it. And this time we get an Altaria in the front, which is beautiful. I'm going to say finished, because I don't need too much else here. She's going to draw the extra, and she's going to start with a Xerneas. Now, I have the Spirit Link. Going to drop Fairy Energy. I got to drop the Shaman, because I don't want to just lose it. I can at least get 2 cards out of it, and then I can Sycamore after. I got an Ultra Ball, Battle Compressor first. Let's get rid of some of those supporters before I get some of the other things. So we can grab a Skyla. We can grab the AZ. Don't need to draw that. And the Lysander is about to go. I can get rid of the Xerosic. Again, all these are situational cards, which are really nice to have right now. We are going to go for the Ultra Ball, since all these cards are going to get discarded anyway. I can go for the Ultra Ball and get myself... Do I want the Hoopa? I can get the Hoopa. Let's get the Hoopa. I like that. Let's get the Hoopa. So we're going to drop the Hoopa. We're going to grab 3 more cards. I might hold on to this turn now that I'm looking at it. I might hold. Grab another Altaria. Grab a Mega. Should I grab the Shaman? Yes. Let's do it. No Spritzy yet. But we are going to drop down our Altaria friend here. Drop down the Shaman. I just want to get through a bunch of the cards that I have, and this way I can kind of sort through what I need. We have another Spirit Link here, and I'll save the good old Sycamore for next turn. We drew through quite a few cards. We're pretty much set up. We just need a double colorless energy, and we can start attacking right off the bat, which is really nice. Doing that magical 130, which will actually knock out Xerneas. She draws a Spritzy and a Lugia EX, dropping the Lugia EX and the Spritzy. And she goes for a Max Elixir. This is a good play, as it'll let her grab 1 Fairy Energy for the Lugia right away. Fighting Fairy Belt on the Lugia. So that Lugia is a monster, and she gets the energy onto the Xerneas, meaning she can go for the Geomancy, netting a 2nd energy for that Lugia. That's a scary combination, I gotta say. So that's gonna be her turn. We need a double colorless energy, which we do not get. But we are gonna be able to Mega Evolve both our Mons right now. And I'm gonna drop a Fairy Energy onto our Mega Altaria, as I am gonna sacrifice the other. Now sure, I cannot attack this turn, but I do get a bunch of cards that I do kind of like. So I'm going to get rid of the... I'm going to put up the Fairy Guard. I'm going to go for the Level Ball and grab my Spritzy. Just kidding, there's no Spritzy. They're all in the prize card. They're all prized. So, Aromatisse, it comes into our hand. We've already supported. We've had our turn. That's about all I can do. I'm not having the best of I'm not having the best of card draw. 4 double colorless energy in here should happen, should come at a very easy rate. But alas, we've gone through over half the deck and not a 1. Not a 1. Her next play will probably be, so she goes for the Ultra Ball. Discards an XP share and another Ultra Ball for the Aromatisse, which is great because now she has free reign to do whatever she wants. With a Shaman drop, she's got that full art beauty right there. Never mind, I don't know what I was saying before. This lady knows exactly what she's doing. She's got a full hand of 6. Like I said, she's an upcoming player. I actually play TCGO with her on the Friday nights. I always go out and play real cards on Fridays. Just feels better to play the real cards. And she's been learning, not really from me, but from a few of my other friends. But she's definitely coming around. Like, look at this. She's going to be able to eat my Mega Altaria right now. Just eat it. She can go for the Deep Hurricane. She can go for the Arrow Ball. It doesn't matter. She can do a ton of damage. And I'm kind of jealous because that full art Lugia is gorgeous. So Deep Hurricane does 160 and destroys the Fairy Garden. So, I have an N. And it might be the best thing for me to play right now. Double colorless energy acquired, but unfortunately that's all I got. I'm in a tough spot. I'm gonna lose the active Mega Altaria, and this thing's at 220 or 210 HP. Now I know it can't eat me in one shot, so I will throw the double colorless energy down there and hope to get something on the next turn. Me not having that Aromatisse is really hurting. Actually, that Fairy Guard, because that Fairy Guard would have saved me too. That Deep Hurricane was a great play on my opponent's part. Making sure I had no way to remove it, or to retreat. Another energy drop onto the second Lugia, which is really scary, because now Lugias are able to just go back and forth. And if she plays a Fairy Garden of her own, that means she'll have free retreat with this guy, being able to just freely go into any of her attackers. I'm in a bad spot. Fairy Transfer. Transfers the other Fairy energy onto the Lugia. That might not be the strongest play. You can already take me out. Ooh. Goes into the Shaman. That was a good play, because now she can take out and get 2 prizes right here. And knocks out one of my EXs. So, we're going to go into the Mega. We have a Fairy Garden, which I will, again, place right up. As I go for an end drop, because I don't need the cards currently in my hand. The Aromatisse is useless to me, unfortunately. We get a double colorless energy drop. We get a town map, which is crucial right now. There are both of my Spritsies right there in the prizes. Supported for the turn. I'm going to drop the double colorless energy, and we're going to go for the Mist Purge. Heal 30. Dish out 130. It is in range of being knocked out now, which she might really want to look at, because that's a lot of energy that she'll have to discard. Second energy onto the back Lugia. So it's in range of attacking, but if she goes for the attack, I can knock this thing out. Mind you, she'll be in range of winning the game, because she's doing what? 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. She can't knock me out. She'll want to transfer some of those energies over if she wants to keep the damage output high. Oh, she switches. Interesting. But unfortunately for her, I do have Lysander in the discard pile, so I'll be able to actually go for it and take out that first Lugia. She does not transfer. She goes for a VS Seeker instead, goes for a Lysander, and pulls out my Mega Altaria. Goes for the knockout here. Good play. Very good play. Very good play. I will go into my fellow Mega Altaria as we get a Sycamore. Now I am going to VS Seeker. I'm going to pull out a Lysander of my own. And I'm going to pull out that big boy right there. I'm taking care of one of the big attackers and a ton of her energy. So there it goes, 1 EX out of there. I'm grabbing the Pokemon Center Lady, and I'm going to grab the Spritzy. I have all the other supporters that I need. I can now VS Seeker through any of them if I need to. This way, I have an ability to take as little damage from this Lugia as I can while maintaining my now higher attacker. But she plays another full art Lugia. This lady's got what it takes to play Lugia. We're at 20 to 30 cards in each player's deck. And, I don't know, her arrow ball can go for what? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 damage. So I can pretty much heal myself off entirely. Never mind, we're getting end. She ends herself down to 2. And we do not get that good old healer back. So we are now taking 2 hits on this guy, which is not very nice. Goes for the arrow ball, does 110 damage, which is not good for me. We're gonna go for the Ultra Ball. We'll ditch the Diancie and the Fairy Energy. And who's left in the deck? We have another Altaria, which I should try and get out. Throw a Spirit Link. And we'll go for the Mist Purge. I don't think I've got this one, guys. I think the power of Lugia has actually overwhelmed my Altaria. But we'll see. I've actually healed myself out of range, so she will have to play an energy onto the Lugia, and she actually did end herself down, so she may not have that luxury. So hopefully, if I can take this guy out, I'll be in a really good position. Nope, she switches, and she's going to Fairy Transfer those 2 energies onto the new active Lugia, which is a good play. Very good play. And there's the 3rd energy. She did have it. So 120 damage. I'm sitting at 20 HP. We have a Skyla here. And we have to find a way of getting back into this game. I think I've lost. I think I've lost this first game. All I can do is grab that Pokemon Center Lady. I did have a good turn, but she ended me away. Nothing I could do. I'll heal myself, but I am in range to be knocked out. And she is going to take this first game. And I will say GG, because I already am well aware she's got this. I don't know if my texts ever go through, but hey, look! That's the first game, guys! Good on my opponent there, because, you know, Lugia just proves that it can work well with fairies. We're going to move into game number 2 here. In just a second. Continuing on, we play our second match here. And we're going to see if we can handle Lugia a little better than last time. That was an interesting build. Gotta look at that one myself now. We are going to go first again, which is great for us. And we're going to start with our good old Altaria friend. We have no basics. I don't need no basics. I'm alright. She has a huge opening hand. Huge. Alright, so we're going to drop a Fairy Energy onto our leading Altaria. We're going to go for a Skyla. And I'm going to grab an Ultra Ball. There we are. I'm going to ditch the 2 X-supporters, the Zerosic and the Pokemon Center Lady, because they're not too essential right now. Gonna grab my Hoopa. I can drop it down, and I will go, yes please. One of them. 2 Altarias? No, I already have one. Let's get the other one. There we go. And now we'll drop Altaria down, and then the Shaman. Yes, I'll have 4 cards left in my hand, but that's alright. We have a VS Seeker, so I can Skyla on the following turn. We have a Spritzy this time. We're going to end our turn, and it'll be her turn. See if she can Geomancy, kind of get the same lead off as she did before. She has 1 Fairy Energy onto the Geomancy, goes to the XP share, onto the Lugia, and goes for the Geomancy. So this will net her 2 energies, 1 onto probably each of the 2 Lugias. But unfortunately for her, I'm going to take early prize here. Because I will go for the double colorless energy, and I will VS Seeker into a Skyla so that I can get my Spirit Link and not lose my turn. So here's one of our glorious, glorious Spirit Links. Woohoo! It's fluffy. Attach that over there. Go for the full art Mega Altaria. And unfortunately for our opponent, we are going to go for the Mispurge. We're going to heal off any damage that we haven't taken yet and get the first knockout of this game. But her energy is saved, and we draw an end, which is really good. So now we've got the second Lugia up. Sorry, the first Lugia is now up in the ready position. It's got 3 energy, so that's 60, 70, 80, or that's 120 damage. So we're in a bad position, but it could be worse. I will end now, because I don't need any of the cards currently in my hand. Not exactly the hand I was hoping for. I was hoping for something to set up the other Altaria. But we are going to go for the Mispurge. Nothing I can really do. I will probably get knocked out here, and I'll be in a very bad position one more time. Lugia is just bulky. It does a lot of damage really quickly. Here's a level ball getting her Spritzy out. But without a Spirit Link, I'm not going to be evolving these guys anytime soon. No energies off of that Max Elixir, which is kind of disappointing. But, can she knock me out? 120 damage. I might be living at 10. I might live at 10. Might put the pressure on her this time. Here comes a... Nope, she's got that energy. She's good. She's got 2 fairy energies now in her hand. She'll play one on the leading... Oh, she puts in the back. Goes for the air ball. Does not knock me out. 120 damage. I stay alive, and I can go for the knockout here. Going for the battle compressor, which will net me... Wow. A Sycamore out of there. I'll get rid of the Lysander. And a Skyla. I can go for a VS Seeker here. I think Skyla's the right choice this turn. This way I can set up my Altaria. At least get one of them into the Mega form. I'm just not liking the fact that I keep having to Skyla for these Spirit Links. There we go. And I'm going to take care of this first Lugia right now, heal myself for 30, and one of the Lugias is gone, which is great. Now she'll be able she's in range to knock me out. I grab the AZ, which is great. Too bad it wasn't already, but I have an Ultra Ball. I have a few things I can do. She's got the Aromatisse now. There is an energy drop onto the Altaria, or sorry, the Lugia. So now she can do 120, which will knock me out for sure. I cannot hide from that damage. She goes for the Sycamore, being able to get a bunch more cards. Here's a Fighting Fury Belt, making that Lugia even more bulky. Mind you, it's still a 2-hit drop for us. Max Elixir, she'll get an energy for the Xerneas, and she'll be able to transfer that up to the Lugia in the front. I might be seeing a two-game loss here from a Lugia Fairy deck. Very strong. We see an Ultra Ball from her. She's ditching the Full Art Skyla, and I missed the other one. An Ultra Ball, I think? May have been wrong. I don't know. Another Lugia. This deck is powerful. We see the Air Ball. It's going to knock me out. I understand that was coming. And we're going to go into our good old Altaria Apia. We get a Fairy Energy, which I'll drop right onto our Mega. I'm going to AZ up my Shaman. And discard it. Is that the right play? Is that the right play? Need double colorless energy to attack. I'm gonna Mega Evolve. I might lose my turn, but I'm gonna Mega Evolve. And that way I have the luxury of being a little bulky, having one fairy energy down. She can only do 100 damage to me. Well, it'll be 110. She does end my Shaman away, which is not very good for me. She's definitely in the control of the game. I definitely got control of the game. She's definitely got it. There goes the Fighting Fury Belt Ultra Ball. Discards everything down for a Shaman. She's got this game in the bag. I don't even know why I bothered. This is amazing. This is actually amazing. Watching a Lugia deck play around fairies, and it's just gorgeous. This deck is fantastic. It's utterly fantastic. We see a Fighting Fury Belt go onto the other Lugia. Here comes an Air Ball. They're only going to do 110, but again, that puts us in range of being knocked out. We have a level ball, so I can finally get that Aroma Tease, which didn't see play at all this game until just now. I'm going to drop the Fairy Energy onto the Altaria in the front. I have to drop the Fairy Garden, and I'm going to retreat. I can at least take some damage with the front one. But if she gets a Lysander, she has this game in the bag. Should get an additional attack off here. And although I need 3 prizes, I don't think I've got this. Those Mons are bulky. There's a Professor Birch's observation. What's she gonna get? Heads or tails? She gets the heads, so 7 cards. She's definitely had the luck of the draw on her side this time. Very nice, though. I'm always don't get me wrong, I'm always happy when my opponents are actually doing very well. Her deck is incredible. My deck is not doing so hot today. But we're putting the best in that we can. Deep Hurricane does 160, destroys my Fairy Garden. She knows I need that. She knows I need that. I'm gonna Super Rod, get some Pokemon back into the deck. There we go, 1 full line. And we're gonna go for an N. So that'll drop her down, and I got the double colorless energy! Ah, oh, that's beautiful. Now I'm gonna... Really, there's no play I could have made. I have to go for it. She's gonna knock me out anyway, but I can at least try and heal off the one in the back. Here comes the Fairy Garden of her own. She can switch now into the other one and place as many energies as she likes down. She's transferred 1 so far, but she'll need what? I'm at 90 HP, so she'll need ideally 60, 80. She needs 2. She needs 2 to knock me out. And she's siphoned it right off of that weakened one. Not that it matters. If I can get a Lysander, I will take it out anyway. But I'm in a bad pickle. I'm in a bad pickle. There goes my Mega Altaria. I've lost 2 so far. She only needs to take out 1 more. I have to put up my front one. I get a Sycamore. And I'm gonna have to play it. I need that double colorless energy more so than card drop. I got it. But at the cost of what? I'm gonna drop that double colorless energy down. I don't think she can knock me out, but at the same point, I don't know. I will drop down the other Altaria. I think I'm in a losing battle here. I really do. We're gonna deal some damage, 130. It's still a lot of damage. And I've got 2 Lugias now at the threshold, but without those VSC, like, I'm not getting the right card at the right time. Like, I'm missing the double colorless energies at times, missing the VS Seekers when I need them. How many have I played? Well, that might explain it. I've only played 2. I've only played 2 of the 4 VS Seekers. So that means they're either in here or in the prizes. Here comes the other fully healed Lugia EX. And with the ability to bounce around, these things are powerful. Here comes the fairy transfer. She's transferring all these energies. I believe she can knock me out. So 6 will be 120, 140, 160, 180. Good game! Good game! That was really impressive. That was a lot of fun. I may have gone down to 0-2, but that was an awesome deck. I don't know how you guys can check her out because she's not on any social media, but make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe because I'm going to be bringing her back onto the channel when she's got a few more decks because you know what? That was just an incredible matchup. Altaria can be bulky, but unfortunately I was not fast enough to deal with those powerhouses, and I just never got the momentum on my side. So all in all, great game to her. She did a fantastic job, and I'm going to hear about this on Friday when I go back and play cards because I'm going to get shown up. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out the next episode because we are still looking into Mega Altaria for one more episode. But until then, time out.